Hey guys, today is the first day of, well, upgrading the new toy. So I'm just going to do a couple of basic things today, but these basic things change the boat and your fishing, it really does. So what we're going to do today, to start off with, is they come with the plastic rod holders. I'm taking one out, it's going. I will take all four out, but today I'm just going to take one out so I can go around and find a stainless one with the right size holes to refit in the same hole. You don't want to go drilling more holes in the new toy. So we'll just take one out today, fine. The second bit we're going to do is the seats with the pedestals. They come in a certain length, might suit a few people, but for me they're a little bit tall. I feel like I'm sitting on top of a double-decker bus driving. I feel like I'm right up here, I'm very unstable. It doesn't feel right, so what I'm going to do is just take off an inch off the seats, just to lower a little bit. Now I know it doesn't sound like a lot guys, but believe me, just even an inch does make a huge difference. So that's going to be the two things today, two upgrades that I'm going to start with. I have got a sounder coming. I did scrape together a bit to get a sounder. I've got an FS9 Lowrance coming. We'll be installing that, next week or something. But just today we'll start off with those two mods, guys. So let's get into it. As I said, the first thing we're going to do is these things, these plastic rod holders. They're coming out. And they're all being pot riveted in these new boats, so they're easy to get out. So we're just going to get a drill and lightly drill the heads off. Just be very careful, just go slow, drill the heads off and pull that out. And then I can go match up this with these holes with a stainless rod holder. And then I'll replace all four. I do not use these because I will be doing a lot of down rigging, and these aren't strong enough, they will break. Okay. And then the next step is, you can see the seats come with a certain size pole. But when I'm sitting in these, I feel like I'm way too high. So what I'm going to do, guys, is just take about an inch off. Doesn't sound like a lot, like I said, but it does make a huge difference. And when you are doing this, you want to go a little bit at a time. So that's the next one for the day. Okay. And what else I wanted to show you quickly is I nearly didn't buy a Renegade for this reason, because they come with that's a GT54. That's a transducer for a Garmin. And nothing against Garmin, I don't mind them, they're nice units and a lot of people like them. But I like Lowrance. I've been with Lowrance most of my life, or pretty much all my life. I know how to use them, I like them. I was going to sacrifice it and just buy the boat because I like the boat and go get a Garmin. Like I said, nice unit, I just had to relearn how to use them. But then I realised something. The covers and stuff they had on here. So this is, guys, hopefully, so if a few of you have been put off from buying Renegades because they got this and you wanted to put a different unit in there, you can. So I just assumed this hole here was really small, because for the Garmin transducers, their plugs are really small, so I thought it was a really small hole here, and I wasn't going to re-drill a bigger hole to put Lowrance or anything else through, so I was going to stick with the Garmin. But when I took this out, because I'm getting the Lowrance unit coming shortly. And the only reason I got the Lowrance unit coming shortly because I saw this. When I started to take this out, look at the size of the hole here. That's quite big. And I went and measured it with the Lowrance, because I work with Lowrance, their plug for the transducer, which is quite big, but it actually fits. It actually fits through that hole. So guys, don't think you're going to be stuck with a Garmin. You're not. You can actually, there's quite a big hole here. They've got a cap over it and it's full of silicone, obviously. So I'm going to take this out. I'm going to put the Garmin one in, the Lowrance one, because it fits through that big hole. A bit of silicone and a cap on, you should be good to go. That's just one main thing I wanted to show you guys. You don't have to use the Garmin if you don't want to. Because I nearly didn't buy Renegade for that reason. So I really didn't want to drill a bigger hole in the back of the boat, and I didn't want to go Garmin. But then just come for the right price, and I was going to sacrifice it and run a Garmin. And I thought, well, yeah, I'll do it. And then I started taking it out. I saw the size of the hole. I measured it up with the Lowrance. The Lowrance will fit. So now I've got the Lowrance coming, and we have a spare Garmin transducer, which I can, sell one day or something. But anyway, enough of that, guys. First of all, I'm going to take these rod holders out. Alright, that part's over. We've got the rod holder out. You can see it there, plastic one. I'll show you the hole. So what we've done here is just got that out. You can see the plastic one. If I go right over the top there, all the holes and stuff line up. As you can see, I have got a stainless one here. This is one from one of my old boats, good heavy duty one. Now you put that in, and you can see none of these holes line up at all. So there's no hole there, no hole there, and this one's like half a hole. So what I've got to go do is take that one with me and see if I can find one that measures up the same sort of holes. And if it doesn't, well, then we might have to drill a couple extra holes. I don't really want to do that to start off with. I don't want to put holes too close to the other holes here because it just weakens it. But if I have to, in the end I probably will. Or maybe just put that back in and put another one down here. Something else, just drill another main one down here or whatever. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out as it goes. But first of all, that's out, that's done. Let's go see if I can find one that fits, same sort of head. Hopefully we can. Because I don't really want to drill holes next to it, because it will just really will weaken it. And I want to run downriggers out of here. There's a lot of pressure on downriggers, so do I put that one back in with some screws and mount another one down here for the rigger, or I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we can find. But next on the list, chopping block, is let's make some noise and annoy the neighbours. Let's cut them off. I'll see you shortly after I've done it. Alright, moment of truth. Just cut that off the end of the pole. Let's see how it goes. It's not going to be too short, but it should be better. Put it in. Not bad. Could have taken probably another ½ inch off it, but that was hard work, and I didn't have the right cutting blades. That was very hard work. No, that'll do. Chillers there. Grab rail. Switches are there. I'm not bumping on my knees. We're good. Alright guys, the last little basically mod of the day. Just a very basic one. I saw this on another channel and thought it was a fantastic idea, so I'm just going to show you what it is. It's quick and easy. It doesn't cost anything. So I'm going to put my esky in the boat. I decided, as I said before, I'm going to put the esky in. So what I'm doing is I've got some Velcro, and this is the rough side of the Velcro. This stuff, what I saw with this carpet, as you can see, it sticks like mad to the carpet. So I've cut into little strips and just put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not much peeling up, but I'm going to put a bit of a board on it shortly to hold it down. And 6. And all I'm doing to glue it down is just good old liquid nails. Hopefully she should hold a bit of plastic and a bit of Velcro. So I'm just putting a bit of that on there like so. Maybe a little bit more there. I've got my Velcro strip, quick and simple. And I'm just putting it on like so. Now what I'm going to do is, I've got my big table over there, I'm going to lay that on top of this and let it dry for a few hours. And after it's dry, I'm going to stick the esky. The esky's going to go right here beside me. So it's basically out of the way of the rest of the boat. So I can move around freely. I'll have a table to do things on, another seat if I want to sit down there for some reason. It'd be easy enough to get the live bait out of the live bait tank. I won't use that rod holder too much, but even if I do, it's not far, it's easy to get to. And in time I'll have more rod holders going along there to hold the rods. That's something I've got coming, and I'll show you guys when it gets here. It's a nice rod rack actually. Anyway, that was it. So hopefully today's little mods will help you out with something. Especially, I like the esky one, and cutting the chairs down does really help when you're driving and stuff. It makes it a bit more comfortable. Okay, and the rod holder, well, I don't trust those plastic rod holders, and plus I use some fairly heavy gear at times, sometimes heavy drag, but I do have drag on my reels, don't lock them up. But I've got downriggers and stuff too, so I don't want plastic. Plastic's just not going to hold, it's not going to be up to scratch. I need some decent holders, so when I get them, I'll show you when I put them back in and what it looks like, and we'll wait for the sounder to come shortly. So hopefully next week I'll have the FS9, we'll get the ram bracket, we'll put that down here beside me, so we'll mount that. But that won't be staying there forever. That's only to start off so we can get out fishing and watch out for the green zones and find some bottom. In time I'll put a HDS 12 here. I'll mount the FS9 up the front as the front unit. And guys, the big news I've decided on, it's going to cost a bit, it's going to take a bit of time to get it. But for the front of this boat, since I'm going to run Lowrance gear now, I'm going to go the new Lowrance electric engine up the front. It's the Recon, it's the saltwater version. I'm going to run the 24 volt I'm going to run to 24 volt, which gives you 80 pound thrust. So it'll be an 80 pound Recon, Lowrance Recon engine up the front, electric engine. In time, that will take a bit of time to get because they're very expensive. But that'll be our last mod on the boat. But until then, we'll get some sounders, we'll get some other seats and some rod holders and stuff, and you know, hopefully get her out in the water very soon. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Once again, if you like the videos, hit the subscribe button and like, and you know all the jazz. That really helps me out. And also guys, once again, same as down in the description, down in the description I've got books I've written there on Amazon about how to catch mulloway and 1,000 tips and tricks if you want to go have a look at them, or if you want some Gold Coast marks, just got to buy me a coffee, I'll send the marks here. But if you buy the marks, be patient, I do work full time. I will send them to you directly after work. If you bought them through the day, or if you bought them at night, you'll get them the next morning, I promise, okay? And apart from that guys, yeah, check out the descriptions and everything else, have a look. And I'll see you again next week for installing or fishing or travelling, I don't know, something. Anyway guys.